Bullying is a form of using superior strength or influence to intimidate someone, typically to force him or her to do what one wants.
People become bullies for a variety of reasons. Some want to have fun and do not realize that their fun is riddled with consequences. Some have family issues and they want attention. Some feel inferior because they may not be good at something, so bullying makes them feel better by picking on someone else. The reasons are almost endless.
Bullying has also created a lot of people who are seen to be bad in society, such as dictators and military leaders like Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin, Napoleon Bonaparte, and the Indian bandit queen Phulon Devi, and many more. They were bullied and harassed in their childhoods, and as they grew up with a bad impression of society. They felt super aggressive as they felt that no one was listening to them.
Bullying hurts a person emotionally, and that is worse than getting physically hurt. If you are physically hurt, the wounds heal. But if you are mentally hurt, the pain may heal, but the scar remains for life.
My name is Debanjan Nandan Chowdhury. I am a senior at Clarksburg High School, which is also known as CHS. Along with that, I am a Boy Scout at Troop 489. For my Eagle Scout project, I am working on a documentary based on anti-bullying, and I would like to take the opportunity to interview our principal, Mr. Stephen Whiting, inside the building. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Whiting.
Hello,
Thank you
Debanjan.
so much for everything you have done to make this documentary possible.
Absolutely. Glad to have you. Glad to answer your questions. Come on in.
Mr. Whiting, so you are a dad, you are a principal, and you have been associated with Montgomery County Public Schools for years. So, how would you define bullying, and where exactly is the boundary line between mentoring or guiding versus bullying?
All right. Again, I would define bullying as, any unwanted harassment. Sometimes kids play around or they tease each other, but it's teasing that goes along for a long time. So, and it's unwanted. So we can go back and forth with friends, we can talk, we can joke, but then bullying kind of crosses the line when that joking is unwanted, that you become offended, you feel threatened, and then that goes on for a period of time without stopping. And so I think that's bullying. So I think, crossing that line of joking or saying you're joking and bullying comes when that person no longer thinks it's a joke. So it's one of my lines to kids is always, a joke is both of you think it's funny. Kind of harassment and an insult is when only one of you think it's funny and the other one has hurt feelings from it. So there's, and again, there's more severe lines than other lines, but I think it's that piece where it's unwanted, it's not appreciated, and it goes on for a long period of time.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I really. Hey man, watch where you're going. Are you blind or something? Anthony want to talk to you, punk. Dude, I said I'm sorry. Please, hey, Fatso, nice phone. Can I have it? No, you can't. My dad gave me that for my birthday. Oh, really? Try to get back if you want it. I do want it. Whoa. Are you okay, dude? Yeah, I'm fine. Hey, what happened? He's bullying me, man. Hey, get out of the way, punk, before I call security.
You okay, man?
No, he took my phone.
Oh man, that sucks. Is there anything I could do to help?
No, not at all. I don't want this to keep going on.
No, this cannot keep going on. First it may be you, then maybe someone else. I had to stop it.
No, just forget you saw anything, alright? Let's just go our separate ways, okay?
Look, I can go ahead and help you, man. Together we can make sure he learns this lesson.
Alright, that's fine, guys.
As a senior teaching member, did you see any factors that transforms a student into a bully?
I think it's a lot of insecurity on students. I think sometimes those who get bullied turn into bullies. So that happens a lot. But there's a lot of insecurity, whether they're not confident in their abilities, they're not confident in what they're doing. So to compensate for their lack of confidence, they overcompensate. And and they become aggressive, and they become sometimes angry, but it doesn't always have to be angry. Some bullying is very quiet, and there's this feeling of power over someone because you feel powerless in your own life. So because you feel powerless, you find a way to get power over someone else, and it's through bullying. And so I see, when I see kids who turn to bullying, it's usually because they're insecure in their own selves, or they're not as confident, and so they overcompensate by trying to control somebody else, or the way somebody else feels, or how they behave.
Hey, finally got into his phone. The little dude never saw me coming.
See, you're here. I already told the counselors what you did. Give him back his phone.
What the hell is wrong with you, man? He's not even an important person. Why do you even care?
I care because I have empathy for other people. You got in-school detentions, out-of-school detentions, and referrals. And all this will even be on your job record when you get a job, or if you apply to college. And from there, your life will suck.
Well, that won't happen, man. I'll be fine. Don't even get into other people's businesses. This phone is mine. Back off.
Well, how would you feel if someone took your birthday present that your dad gave you?
I would beat him up if I could.
Well, if you're getting that feeling, think about it. You just did the exact same thing to someone else.
Shut up, man. You have no idea what my life is like. It's not as easygoing as it was with yours.
I don't understand what.
See, man, your 5 freaking football buddies did this to me. See this?
Yeah?
It's broken. Stupid football buddies.
Really? I didn't know. Look, man, I don't know what happened with my football buddies, but I'll make sure that they pay for what they did, okay?
All right, good. So I want them to.
But that doesn't excuse you from bullying other people.
I guess. What do I do now then? You tell me.
Well, I think that you should go ahead and apologize to that guy you took that phone from.
I guess. Sure, why not?
Sure.
So, Mr. Whiting, could you let us know, what is the first thing that a bully victim should do when he or she gets bullied?
Okay, the first thing they should do is they should notify a trusted adult. Whether it's a teacher, a parent, a family friend, let somebody know. Don't just continue to take the bullying.
I was wondering, what if the trusted adult was, busy within their schedule? Because everyone has to go to work, they have very limited time in their schedule for, leisure or anything like that, so.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, it depends on the situation. So if it's happening at school and it happens at school, maybe a teacher might be the best person. If if your parent, you're home every night and it's something you just have to get off your chest and tell your parents. So I think it's if you don't have that one trusted adult, then I would start with a parent and then move to the teacher if it's happening at school.
So if the teacher does not take the situation seriously, where else could they go for help?
Well, if you're at a school and a teacher doesn't, then you just move up the line. Then you go to the assistant principal or the principal, and you just kind of move up the line. We're obligated to act on it. So it's not, if a teacher isn't reporting it, then the teacher's not doing the job that they need to be doing.
Thank you. There are a number of bullies who regret their action. However, they're not confessing their crime because they're unsure of what the consequences might be and what punishments they can get and how it can put an impact on their career. So in reality, do you think if they shared their story about why they bullied someone and what they have realized later on, that this will open eyes of other bullies?
I think that helps. One of the things I know with consequences and things for bullies, one of the things, just school consequences,
Yeah.
I want it to be a learning for the student, so they need to learn from it. And one of the big pieces of is the consequence has to be such that they learn from it and see their mistake and then work to change their behavior. That the problem comes when it's not necessarily the consequence, but they choose not to change their behavior, or they're not learning from it, and then you have to up the consequence and things. So, but I think bullies talking about their experiences about being bullies, I think, may discourage some of that behavior.
And also I wanted to ask, do you think like the self-realized bully should talk to like a counselor or a principal or any staff member in the school if they want to confess their crime?
Well, I think again, it goes back to that trusted adult. So if it's in school, if there's a teacher they trust the most, or an administrator, a counselor, go talk to them and say, I've been doing this, because again, it's about the learning. So when they confess and say, I've done this and help me out, there's going to be help for them. So yes, there's going to be a consequence. Yes, it might be severe, but there's also going to be support for that. So really they should take the same track as the person being bullied. Find somebody you really trust so that you can get help for your problem.
So do you agree like every school should make an effort to encourage these self-realized bullies to be the ambassadors of anti-bullying, so that it helps us like promote the awareness of bullying, and then it helps like reduce the numbers?
Yeah, I think you can use that. And again, you have to have people who have self-realized that, right? That self-realization of knowing that, you've been a bully and now you're going to help solve the problem. And so that sometimes is more difficult in an elementary school or a middle school than it is in a high school. But I think it's very possible with the right adults in place supporting that person. I think they can be very helpful in being part of the solution.
Stop. Right there.
I just came here to
Don't move, man.
Here's your phone. I changed the password. It's ABCD.
Come on, you changed my password?
Yeah.
Give me that.
Look, man, I just came here to apologize, right? So I bully many kids. I've been bullied myself, and I just realized that the damage outweighs the powers, and that the pain may reside in you forever.
You serious?
Yeah, man, I just came here to apologize.
Alright, yeah, I mean, I guess I can forgive you. Yeah. This doesn't make us homies, though. Alright. Hey, man, how you doing?
Hey, doing fine. What's up? Glad you guys can make up.
Yeah, so we are walking the same way, or I'm going that way, I guess.
Yeah.
How do you think we can stop bullying completely? Who should play an active role in this process? Should it be the school? Should it be family members? Or should it be the community as a whole?
I think it's a community effort, but it's really recognizing those traits of a bully early, so that you can get them help early on. So if it is self-confidence, or if it is something where they want to have power over someone else, then figure that out early, so that you can then help the child get the skills they need in order to not be a bully. And it's really how we treat each other as well. We have so much in the media, we have so much we see, and we have these funny videos that come up that people think are funny, but maybe not so funny. And so sometimes we see these images and we think that's the way everybody is, but just being and having that culture of caring for other people, I think if we can promote that, we'll eliminate bullying, because it's really about not who's more powerful or who's less powerful. It's really how can we work together to make everything work well.
Right. So my final question is on the value system. So as we go more and more into the materialistic lifestyle, we tend to forget our spiritual origins and the spiritual side of everything. And studies have proven that spiritual knowledge has helped solve a lot of issues. So do you think that if we add spiritual knowledge into the MCPS curriculum or the education system as a whole, will this be helpful in reducing the number of bullies and bully victims?
I absolutely think so. I think we take so much time in going 100 miles an hour and everything, one thing after another, one thing. We don't take time to really think, sit, reflect, and it's that reflection piece. I think that's the difference, and that the spiritual knowledge you talk about is really reflecting on what you've done, what you're doing, what you're going to do, and really giving that time to reflect and ask those questions of yourself. I think if we built that in, I think not only academically we'd be better, but we'd also be better with the personal interactions with each other. Because I think we don't take time to think. We don't take time to realize what the consequence of our actions are, because we're so busy all the time trying to stay one up and be ahead of the game. And so to take that time to breathe, to think, to reflect, I think is very important.
Thank you so much, Mr. Whiting, for
You're welcome.
taking this interview.
I enjoyed it.
My hearty thanks for agreeing to make CHS the beneficiary of the project.
Absolutely.
Wish you a wonderful 2016 and many more years to come.
Thank you. You too. Take care.